Good Saturday, April 9th. A lot to get to as we saw some strong winds and gusts in the valley today. Take a look at this. The peak wind gusts reaching almost 40 miles per hour in Oroville. And these are just the station markers showing those mid-30s for those mile per hour zone here at 36 in Sacramento. 25 mile per hour wind gusts in Fairfield. Well, a little bit softer here for areas of Placerville and Auburn. Slower winds. And then even Truckee, South Lake Tahoe seeing anywhere from about 18 to 25 mile per hour wind gusts. But we are seeing those major pickups in the valley spots, and this is where the red flag warnings are in place at least through Sunday. Let's take a look at the current humidity. As of about 6:30 p.m. Saturday, we are seeing them in single digits around Fairfield, 10% Stockton, 9% in Modesto. Just such low numbers for this time of year. This is at start of April. We're only on the 9th day here of April. The earliest red flag warning we've seen so far in the Sacramento Valley. And what we're looking at here is extremely dry conditions. These are numbers we typically see in the summer months. I'm talking July, August, moving into October even, some of the dry conditions. So not good for us humidity wise. That means anything that burns will move quickly up any grass and then also spread quickly because of the strong winds. Let's take a look at the highs today. We've actually dropped significantly from yesterday's high, around 90 degrees in Sacramento. We are now looking at temperatures in the mid 70s and 80 Stockton, 81 in Fairfield. Take a look at the difference here. We're seeing as much as about a 14-degree difference from yesterday in Marysville, Jackson and Modesto. So much cooler than we saw those temperatures yesterday at 6:30 p.m. Now, winter weather advisory. This is going to be in effect alongside, yes, a red flag warning for fire danger, as well as high wind warnings. That's in effect for the High Sierra, and a wind advisory. That's going to be in effect for areas of the San Joaquin Valley and along the coastline. So we have a lot going on here in a matter of just 48 hours. So as we start moving into Sunday, the wind's still a part of our forecast, as well as that red flag warning. As this ends at around 5 p.m. Sunday, we're going to start to see Monday morning, early 5 a.m., the winter weather advisory approaching, because we'll see a trough that's going to start affecting the High Sierra with snowfall and then bring rainfall into valley spots. Let's take a look here at the Gilmore backyard. What's new? Strong winds and fire danger. That also continues into your Sunday. So it's not just a one-day event, a two-day event, and even potentially a three-day event, as we are going to see strong winds still remaining for the valley and even the High Sierra Monday. What's next? Rain and showers. Just hard to believe that they're all right next to each other, just a day apart. But as that trough moves in from the north in the atmosphere, bringing in the strong winds, it's also carrying with it a lot of moisture. That moisture will start moving through the Sierra first, then dropping into rain for areas of the foothills and even the valley spots on Monday. So here's what's happening. We have a low pressure system to the north. The high pressure here really close up next to it. That's going to bring and funnel in some of those winds from the north-northwest down the valley spots. That's what we're dealing with right now. And then as things start shifting, that's going to continue into your Sunday. And then as the high pressure system shifts east, the winds shift east as well into the High Sierra on Monday. Now, we're also looking at this low pressure system, this one way out here over the Pacific, slowly inching its way closer. That's bringing a lot of moisture with it as well. As that moisture moves its way in for the work week, we do have some chances to see some showers on Thursday as well as even potentially Friday. Let's get through the next couple of days first. The FUTURECAST wind showing as we start getting into Sunday morning. We're not seeing the winds slow down overnight. What's happening is they're really ramping up even for the coastal range. We can see some of those winds in Fairfield around 30 miles per hour. Now, the colored zone there in purple, that's right here on our legend, about 40 to 50 mile per hour wind gusts. So even though some of the station spots say maybe 17 or 21 mile per hour winds, we are seeing those as mostly sustained winds. Then we can see some of the gusts even higher, around 45 miles per hour. Now, as things start to shift about, we're moving into Monday, and this is when the wind advisories come to an end, as well as the red flag warning. But we're still seeing some strong winds. The winds may actually, the wind advisories may actually go back into place here if the National Weather Service decides to execute that and put it in place for Monday. We are going to start seeing a shift here. The trough approaches, a trough here, that kind of U shape that digs in. That's going to bring in that low pressure system, but the winds now coming in out of the southwest and then moving up north rather than getting them straight directly from the north that we've been dealing with for the last few days. Now, as those winds start moving in, we are going to see the effects of that. Meanwhile, areas of the San Joaquin Valley, much slower winds here, 5 to 10 miles per hour. And also looking here at the Truckee, South Lake Tahoe areas, this is where winds really pick up for them. So over the last few days, the winds haven't been strong there. Even as of Saturday and even moving into Sunday, they'll pick up, but not quite as intense as we'll see them on Monday. So as that happens, moves over the ridge here in the Sierra Crest, moving to Nevada, stronger winds for those areas. So we really need to watch for some potential forest fires moving into Monday, although we are getting some moisture, so we're hoping that helps out. Looking into Monday, we're mostly sunny through Sunday, and then finally Monday morning, we do get a light band here of snowfall moving for the higher elevations. This is the point where temperatures are actually going to be the coolest. Early morning hours, so we may actually see some of that sticking with those temperatures right below 30 degrees. So that's the good news. The daytime high around 35, so we could see some of that melting happening throughout the afternoon. The rain just off the coastline there will start moving in as we get to the mid-morning hours right here. We can expect some more of that rain for some valley spots, but mostly the foothills, all the way down the foothills from Yuba City down for our friends in Yosemite, Modesto, also seeing some of that rain. And then by the afternoon, becoming more scattered showers, and most of that system gone at this point. We'll get some partly cloudy skies in the middle of the week to mostly sunny. And then by Thursday, Friday, we do have another chance to potentially see some more rain showers in the forecast. So taking a look here, our temperatures moving into Sunday. We're still going to see very similar temperatures to Saturday in the low 70s and mid 70s for Ione, 55 Truckee, South Lake Tahoe. But wow, look at this. This is going to be a big drop here for us Monday and Tuesday as we start to finally get back into the 30s for daytime highs. It's been a while since we've actually seen that. Temperatures have been in the 60s recently as the valley's been seeing some 90s. They almost got to 70 degrees just yesterday. 41 on Thursdays. We do have another potential chance there for some snow. Looking at the Bay Area, if you are headed there for the weekend, mid 60s San Francisco and Oakland, mid 70s Fairfield, Antioch. And then the San Joaquin Valley also dealing with mid 70s to even potentially some low 80s in some spots. Sacramento area seeing some low 80s and mid 70s. And then taking a look here, we are seeing that massive drop in temperature Monday. Starting off in the low 60s, we'll see somewhat of a gradual increase in the mid 60s midweek. And then finally, we do have that chance for showers Thursday and Friday with some 70s back in the forecast next weekend.